channel. I am Kim Chamberlain, the Canal Town Stitcher, and I just want to welcome you today. I thought for today I would do a mid-year WIP parade, and since I am doing this kind of on the fly, I didn't prepare anything. So, you know, I'm just gonna, I think, go through my WIPs and show you what I've got, and you know, we'll go from there. Normally I'm really prepared and I have makeup on and I'm ready to go, but today I am just decided to just press play. I'm having a pretty good hair day today, I have to say. Not always. For those of you that have naturally curly hair, you might know what I'm talking about. All right, so I don't even know how many WIPs I have. I have a lot. But well, let me start with a little backstory. So I was a monogamous stitcher all the way up until last year in November, actually September. I started stitching more and having more WIPs right around the time that I discovered stitching with the Housewives. That's when I started having a lot more WIPs. So now I have a lot, probably close to 30, maybe less. We'll have to see as we go through. Maybe we'll just count as we go. I have a couple of old WIPs that I'm probably not going to show. They're from before 2020. And I will show those WIPs at a different time, maybe at the end of the year when I do my end of the year WIPs or my beginning of the year WIPs for next year. So this is just going to be like a mid-year WIP parade, if that makes sense. So let me just go over my little box here that has some of my older WIPs in it. All right, so let's talk about my oldest 2020 WIP. It is called Trick or Treat Banner. It is out of a 1997 or 1998 cross-stitch calendar. It was called Better Homes and Gardens Keepsakes Calendars. I believe they still print them. This chart is not in print. I have looked for it everywhere, cannot find it anywhere. I happened to just pull it out of the calendar, so I don't even know what year it is, and there's absolutely no designer on it at all. So yeah, I can't show it to you because it's just the chart. But I am 98% complete with this WIP, and it is coming out in August. Because I'm going to start Halloween stitching in August. And this is a Halloween piece. Now, this is on 14 count white Aida. It is what I had in my stash. And so here it is. It is the cutest raccoon. None of my stuff is ironed, and like I said, this is just like a mid-year WIP parade. So really all I have left to stitch is just this little tiny part down here, and then all of the back stitching needs to be done. What I realized after I had gotten most of this done was that I should have put this on blue fabric, but it's super cute. I love it. So, and here's just a little idea of what the back looks like. When I'm doing 14 count, I try to keep it nice and neat. So I was not stitching in hand at this time, as you can tell. There's hoop rings. I stitch in hand a lot more now. And I just need to pull this over. Just got a warning that my phone was on low battery. It would really stink if the battery ran out right when I was filming my WIP parade. There. Okay. So that's my oldest 2020 WIP. I started that in May of 2020. Okay? All right. Next up is another, sorry, I didn't pull it out. Another Keepsakes Calendar. This one is called Christmas Sampler, Merry Christmas Sampler. It has absolutely no designer, like I said, and I can't show you the picture because it's just the chart again. This one is a later calendar, probably 2002, 2003. This is being stitched on 22 count white Aida 2/1, which, you know, at the time I thought that that's what you did. I didn't realize that people stitched 1/1 when they got into these higher counts of Aida. And so I have hated this piece ever since I started it, and am probably going to UFO it. But this is what I have done so far. I don't know. Looking at it now, I might be willing to keep it, but I definitely should have done this 1/1 instead of 2/1. It's so bulky. But this called for silks that I did not have. So I just, instead of using any silks, I just pulled from my stash colors that look similar. And that is where I am with that. I started this in August of 2020. Try to keep the charts together with the pieces. All right. The next thing I started was in December of 2020. Yes, it was like the first Sunday in December. It is Cozy Cardinals. This came out of the 2020 Just Crossstitch magazine, the December issue. So here it is, Cozy Cardinals. I'm stitching this on 25 count Vintage Stormy Night Lugana with all the called for DMCs. And this is where I am. Oh, I cannot wait to get back to this. It is on my list for July because I'm stitching Christmas in July. Although this is kind of a winter piece, so, and it is on my WIP Go board and the number has not been called yet. So I will definitely be getting back to that one. The next one is a piece I started in December of 2020. It is Country Cottage Needleworks Autumn Sampler. I'm stitching this for a friend on, let's see here, 32 count Weeks Dye Works Standard. And I am not going to finish this whole thing on this sampler for her, but most of it. And this is where I am. It is still on the hoop. I know that's so bad. I was working on this actually pretty diligently in March. So I had gotten like all of this done in March. I actually think I restarted it. Most of the called for colors. I did change out the red so that it would be a deeper reddier red. So I think I'm going to get the words pumpkins, apples, cider, and baking on it. We'll have to see how many of them fit. I don't think the whole thing's going to fit on this scrap piece of fabric, but I'm going to try to get most of them in. Okay. What's this? Oh, this is the floss for that. I'm going to want that. All right, the next one is one that I started in, actually, let me start, This one was my New Year's Eve start. It is, again, another calendar, so I don't have the actual piece to show you, and I can't show you the chart. This is, again, out of print. This one is from like 1998 or 99. It's called Patriotic Picnic, and it is this much done. So I said, this is on 28 count vintage Stormy Night, and, or no, is it 28 count? It might be 25 count. I don't know. It's vintage Stormy Night. I don't know what count it is. Anyways, I need to get back to this one. So maybe by the next year, 4th of July, I'll have it done. I call this one my mystery stitch along because I know what it looks like and you guys don't. So it's a mystery for you. And when it is done, you are going to see how glorious it is. Because it is it's one that I've always wanted to stitch. Here's a little bit of my story so that you can understand where those calendars came from. So I have been cross stitching since I was about 13 years old. My aunt used to cross stitch. My husband's mother cross stitched a lot. So in 1998, when I started really dating my husband, she started giving me those calendars for birthday presents every year. And so I had one from 1998, I had the 97 one, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, and I think 2003. I think that was the last year she got them for me. She said that they were just becoming very expensive. All right, so my new year, new start was this piece. So I started this on New Year's Day. And let me take it out of the hoop so you can really see it in all of its glory. I was just working on this today. It is a WIP Go for July. You hear little feet, so I'm not sure if we're going to be interrupted or not. Just got poked. All right, so this one, let me pull this out so you can see it, is Quaker Snowflakes. It is by Hello from Liz Mathews, and I am doing this one right here. And I am going to keep the glad tidings in. Nobody wants to keep her words in, but I am going to. This is on 32 count, Blue Azure, Lugana, or even weave, with the MPI silks. Look at how pretty it's coming out, so nice. I had a lot of trouble with this one, guys. I really had a hard time seeing on this fabric the first few times I worked on it, and I messed up a ton. But now I seem to have a groove, and it's coming out so well. And I am done working on this for today, so I'm going to put it away. Come back to it again tomorrow. My goal is to finish at least 2 of the big motifs and some more of the small, tiny snowflakes. I'm working my way to the bottom on that one. It's getting there. Okay, so now the rest of them, I have no idea when I started them. So bear with me as I show them to you. All right, this one right here is It's the Most Wonderful Feast of the Year. This is by Sue Hillis Designs. I love this. I had to restart this 3 times. 3 times. Once because I didn't cut fabric the right size, so it wasn't gonna fit. The second time that I restarted it because I didn't like the new fabric I chose. I hated. So I started it a 3rd time, and this time I started it on a 32, oh no. I started it on an 18 count Ada. And then I made a mistake on it, but then I decided I'm gonna keep the mistake because I don't mind it. It looks okay. So this is on 18 count time. 18 count time. I don't know what I think it's Picture This Plus. Anyways, there is my start, and I love it. Love it on the 18 count. I'm stitching this 1/1, which is making me so happy. It is making me so happy, 1/1. Third time's a charm, guys. That is on my WIP Pro board. Hopefully I can get back to that. The next one is called International Santas, and guess what, guys? It is also from, oh, that's not it either. Oh my goodness, where is it? It is also from a magazine. Oh, here it is. A Keepsakes Calendar. Oh my goodness. This one I am stitching on a 28 count platinum even weave. And I'm just looking at it. So this one is going to have a whole bunch of Santas on it. And right now it only has a feet of one and a snowflake up here. I love this fabric though. It is so pretty and it is so soft. This should be on my Christmas in July list, but I have not finished out for next week what my plans are, but I think I'm going to work on this next week. I think I'm going to put it on a day. All right. This one is called Truck Snow Globe. It's by Shannon Christine Designs. I did start this sometime in the winter. I think I started it before Christmas. It's on 25 count, vintage Stormy Night. And I'm praying that there's enough room for the whole thing on it, which I think there will be. It's a pretty good size piece. Okay. There's a lot of Krynic in this, which I have not been complaining too much about, actually. And there's beading in this, but I'm not doing the beading. I don't think. We'll see. But anyways, there's my start. So pretty. This one's pretty small, so I actually think I could probably finish this definitely before Christmas, I think. We'll have to see. Depends on if I decide to do the beads. I have to tell you, the beading intimidates me and scary. Okay. So I don't even know how many I've talked about so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So far I've talked about 9. But wait, there's more. Okay. Next up is folding the cheese. Hang on, I gotta get up for a second. I'm back. Okay. Forgot that I had my binder full of charts and patterns. This is what I do with my PDFs. So if you print PDFs, I highly suggest a binder for you because it is wonderful. Binding, folding the cheese, which is by Sane Stitchery. This is a gift I'm doing for my husband. And I am doing it on 28 count Monaco. And I changed the letter color to 647, which is like a gray color. And this is where I am. This is also on the list of things to work on. So I got quite a bit of this done. I'm going to keep going on it, finish it up for him, put it in some kind of neat frame. So there's my 10th WIP. Okay. Number 11 is Beach House number 1. This is my own design. I'm stitching this on 18 count vintage by Zweigert that I got at Hobby Lobby. And here it is. You guys are seeing this for the first time in a long time. I have not shown it in a long time. Okay, next one is for Signs of Spring. This was my Mother's Day start this year. It is by Cottage Garden Sampling. Love robins. I love these birds. So I love this bird. Knew I had to stitch it, and I got pretty far. I stitched on this just one day, and that was Mother's Day. And there I am. I started working on the bird because I got bored with the basket. So I just have a little bit of the bird done. This is on 32 count limestone. Limestone. Even weave. And I love it. Okay. Next up is Scandinavian Forest. This is number 12. This is by Monika Blezien. This is one of my other WIP Go projects for July. And my goal is to finish page 1. So I need to get back to this weekend so that I can do that. And there I am. I love the colors. I'm stitching this on 18 count oatmeal. Ada that I just got at Michael's. And I'm stitching it 1/1. And it is beautiful. It's so lovely. Let me get back to this. Okay. That's number 13, guys. Keep going. 14 is Fa La La. This is by Madame Chantilly. I love this. Love the mice. I'm stitching this on 28 count, oh no, 32 count sapphire. Belfast linen. Cashel linen. Sorry, 28 count sapphire cashel linen. And there I am. It is green, the linen. It is green. You can't really tell it's green in this lighting, but it is. I think it's going to look so cute. I was a little worried about doing it on green. Part of me still is a little worried about it. When I think I'm going to stitch the mouse. And then if I don't, or I start stitching the mouse, and if I don't love it, then I'll restart it on something that I like better. But I did choose this fabric specifically because I thought it would look amazing on it. But I've been questioning that since day one, to be honest. Oh my goodness, that's number 14. Ooh, 15. It's one of my favorites. I do not have a cover picture for it. It's called Quaker. I got it on Etsy. And I actually stitched this using my iPad. So I didn't even print the pattern, but I love this. This is on 32 count Silvery Moon. It is even weave. And I changed the color. So this is called just Quaker. And these originally were supposed to be red. And I changed them to 351 and 352. They're peach. So there's a lighter peach and a darker peach. And I'm kind of doing like a conversion. So you can see all the light peach here, and then the dark peach will be on the inside. And to go with the light gray and the dark gray that were already in the pattern. So these are called for. But I love this. I'm stitching this 2 over 2. And it's going to be absolutely beautiful when it's done. What we're going through right now is a lot of my mania starts. This was a mania start. Fa La La was a mania start. First Signs of Spring was a mania start. A lot of starts in May. I had like 20 starts in May. So this lives in a very expensive Ziploc bag. And if anybody wants to see my project bags, I will show them in their own video maybe, just in an effort to keep this one kind of on the shorter side. Some of them are these Amazon project bags, but I made all of the other project bags that I have myself. So, all right, this one holds Flea Market Flowers by Bee in My Bonnet Company, which is Lori Holt. I was trying to do this as a stitch along, but that did not happen, my friends. It just did not happen. However, I am pleased with how much I got done since I started this June 5th or 2nd. I started this June 2nd, sorry. I'm picking something off of it. And I was finishing up the school year at that time. I teach 3rd grade, so. And this is where I am. So this is on the called for. And it is in the called for DMCs as well. So I feel like I'm doing a good job on this, even though I am nowhere near where everybody else is on that. I feel good about it. That's all that matters, right? That was number 15. All right, number 16 is, oops, sorry, I'm jostling you here, is Land of, or Long May She Wave. Long May She Wave. This is by Stitching with the Housewives. Here is the cover. Oops. And I'm stitching this in all of the called for DMCs. And this is where I am. This is a super start. I started this in May. I have to get back to this one because I do love it. So I will. I will get back to that one. This one's number 16. I have a lot fewer starts than I thought I did. Let's just say that. All right. This next one, number 17. I started this in January. It is Hello Pumpkin. I do not have a cover page for this. Just the chart. I did buy this as a PDF right from the Caterpillar Crossstitch website. So long past the sale on it, but that's okay. And this is where I am. And I actually love this and will definitely get this back out in August, and I want this done by September, which I think I can do. Because I really, really love this. I love the fox. I love the hedgehog. There's an owl coming up next. I love it. It's on 28 count vintage smoky white, which I also bought another vintage smoky white in 28 count to do Hello Dear on. Okay, the next one, number 18, I don't even know if you can consider this a start. I guess you could. This is An Afternoon in New York. It's by Cottage Needleworks. This is going to be a Christmas gift for my daughter, so it will be done by Christmas. I did Afternoon in Paris for her for last Christmas. It's kind of like the theme of her bedroom. She's 13. This is going on a 25 count piece of vintage Stormy Night, and the reason why I chose 25 count is because that's what I did the Afternoon in Paris on, so I wanted them to be the same size. And there's my measly little start, just some clouds. I'll get there. I'll kick it up into high speed. Don't you worry. Don't you worry yourself. I will get it done. If I tell you, that means that I'm holding myself accountable, right? This is number 18. All right, number 19. I love this one too. This one I know I can finish in August. This is a freebie chart that I got off of Twin Peak Primitives. Twin Peak Primitives has a ton of super cute charts that you can get for free. So I'm going to show this chart, but only because from far away you won't be able to see it because it's in color. Anyhow, it is called Mouse of the House Freebie. And here it is. And if you can get it from that, by all means, but you can get it for free if you just go to Twin Peak Primitives and download it. You don't even have to, you know, just go there, download it from them. This is on a piece of 28 count almond linen, and I love him. Look at him, he's so cute. Oh my gosh. I love him on this fabric. He's adorable. Mouse of the house. So go to Twin Peak Primitives and print off that freebie. Seriously now. Go there. Get it. Okay. That's all the ones that are on my cart. Now, I have more. So this was number 19. All right. Number 20 and 21 are Brooks Books Publishing. And they are the free Advent Animals. Advent Animal freebies. All right, so first one is Katie Kitty. She is almost done. And the second one you're going to see is Peter Polar Bear. These are supposed to be focus pieces for me, but guess what, guys? When I get to it, you'll see I get hit with a squirrel. I got hit with a squirrel. And I'll show you that squirrel in just a minute. It is not a literal squirrel. It means I got distracted. All right, so here is Katie Kitty. Doesn't she look amazing? And here's Peter Polar Bear. Not quite as amazing as Katie Kitty, but he's getting there. These I'm going to make into individual ornaments, and then I'm going to put them on a wall in my living room, and then every day for Advent we'll remove one. I thought I could get like 12 done this year. There's a lot of confetti stitching in these. That is not going to happen. If I can get 4 done this year, or let me see here. Maybe I can get 6 done this year. Then I can get, if I really start in January, I might be able to get like 8 or 10 done next year. And then I would be at like 16 of them. And then I would have 8 left to do the following year. So maybe in 3 years, I'll have Advent animals. Hopefully. Anyways. There's them. That's 19. No. 20 and 21, right? Yes. Next one is Gingham Greetings 2 by Stitching with the Housewives. I've already done Gingham Greetings 1. And finish that. So I am working on this one now. Gingham Greetings 2. This is on a piece of 25 count black Lugana. And guys, I cannot even tell you how much trouble I've had stitching this. So this is on my frustrating list. It's in timeout for a minute because I was working on this last week and I was hating my life. So I had to put it away for a little bit. I am stitching this with all the called for colors, including all the called for fancy flosses, which is not usual for me because I usually don't roll that way. Usually stitch, especially like I don't buy bamboo that often, which is what this calls for. I can't fix this. This is why this is, it's gonna drive me nuts. Anyways, there's strings hanging off of it. It's in timeout right now. Usually I just use 3865 for the bamboo because I don't see much variegation in it. But I had some, so I was using it. Anyways, it's a good start. It's just, it's driving me nuts. It's in timeout for the moment. I will try to get back to it. It's my hope, though. Try to get back to it. All right. There's that. Next one is another Twin Peak Primitives freebie that I got. It's called Hope. It is on their website. It is so cute. I love him or her. I'm going to call it a him because it's wearing a bow tie. Okay. I'm stitching this on 32 count blue azure and loving it. Loving him so far. He's on my list to work on this weekend, which is a 24-hour of cross-stitch weekend, if you did not know. Okay. That was 22, 23. But wait, there's more. There's more, you say? Yes, there is. All right. 24 and 25 live in this bag. All right. So Santa Sampler by Cottage Needleworks. This is what I was stitching in my stitch along. Love it. Here is my progress on that one. This is on the antique lamb's wool that is called for 32 count. And I love it. Stitching on this brings me a lot of joy. So I've been stitching on this every day for the last 3 days. Brings me so much joy. I just love it. Love it. I cannot wait to get this done and do the ho ho ho. All right. The next one is Countdown to Christmas. And this one was driving me a little buggy. It was in timeout for a few days, but I finally got back to it, and I was working on it last night, and it is also by Cottage Needleworks. And I had to frog this whole thing and restart it because I didn't do it in the exact square, and I could see it, and I knew it would drive me crazy, so I started it in a whole different spot. So instead of starting it with the top, like, squiggle thing, I just started with a full line of snow so I can do the houses first. Because I think doing the houses is going to bring me a lot of happiness. I like to stitch houses. So I think that's going to bring me a lot of happiness. So this is 24 and 25. 24 and 25. I said there were about 30 right from the beginning. Right? Okay, on to the next one. All right, so this one contains 2 finishes. And I can show you. Oh, I buried it. Oh. Where did I bury it? Oh, goodness gracious, Kim. I buried the papers. Oh, no, I didn't. Here they are right here. Oh, I had to go to the orthodontist. My only excuse is that I have not been sleeping well lately, guys. I really haven't. Okay, so Quirky Quakers, Mythical Creatures. This is in black and white. Sorry, guys. So I have finished this guy right here. Loch Ness. And Bigfoot is almost done. He just needs his hair. And then I'm going to do the unicorn. So I will show you these. They are so cute. I went online and I bought more from her today. 4 more of these, actually. And I will talk about that in my next video. All right. Where is it? Bigfoot, where are you? All right, there's Bigfoot. He's so cute. I love the feet. I am going to do the Yeti as well. You get a bonus chart. This is Darling and Whimsy Designs. You can just go to her shop on Etsy and buy it. This is on 18 count natural raw. I got it at Hobby Lobby. And here, I'll just show you the finish of the Loch Ness Monster because it's so cute. Here he is. Called for DMC. I did not stitch this in the Gentle Arts it's called for. I did it in the DMC. I love him. They're so cute, both of them. So that one was 26. I might have lost count. That's okay though. 26. All right, 27 is another one of my favorites. This is a Cottage Garden sampling. I was working on this the other night, so it is still in the hoop. Peace on Earth. This was a Mania start. I love Cardinals. If you're a returning subscriber, you know that Cardinals make me feel like my mom is close by. And if you are brand new, now you know why I love Cardinals so much. This is on a piece of 32 count Belfast linen in the color Smoky Pearl by Witchelt. So as you can see, I have all this done here. And that beautiful snowflake is done. And now I'm working on the branch. Love it. Ooh. I might have to stitch on this today. I have been stitching on this quite a bit. This is one of those special projects that I definitely want to have done by Christmas. Uh-oh. I knew it. I knew this bag was not sewn together very well. I may have to use some fabric tape on it. Tear it all out and redo it. This was a project bag that I made just the other day, and I have to resew it. All right. That's okay, though. No one's perfect. And last but not least, number 28, just shy of 30, is Silver Creek Samplers, Lighting the Way. This is a brand new Silver Creek chart. It says, always be a lighthouse, shine your beacon bright, guide every soul adrift at sea throughout their darkest night. And I am making this into my wedding sampler. TJ and I have been married for 21 years. Got married when we were 21 and 22 years old. And this is how we truly feel about each other. He is definitely the beacon in my night. So I'm going to put 2000, where it says 2020 down here, I'm going to put 2000. Then our initials are going to go in the window because we were married in 2000. July 15th. So that is when I started this, on July 15th, which was our 21st wedding anniversary. I was so excited about this. I am stitching this. I bet you can guess, because a bunch of my pieces are on this fabric. But this is a 32 count of that fabric, okay? So it's different. It's a little bit of a different color. But it is on 32 count, Vintage Stormy Night even weave. Look at how much I got done. Da, da, da. All the water at the bottom. All of it. And I love it. This is going to be stitched in all the called for colors except for the white is going to be B5200. It calls for Weeks Dye Works, but I'm not going to go and just buy one skein because I was just in Hobby House Needleworks last week, and you'll see it in my video this weekend that I should not have gone in there. Left my own devices. I went in there by myself, and I came out with more than I should have. All right, so that is all of my WIPs. Woo! 46 minutes. I think I did okay for a WIP parade, mid-year WIP parade. That's all I have for today. So I hope that you like and subscribe. Thank you so much if you've already subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much if you're sharing my video with friends. Thank you to anybody that has subscribed this week or who is watching my Stitch With Me video, which, by the way, seems to be one of my most popular videos, so I will be doing that again. Probably not more than once in 1 week, but I definitely will do it again probably next week. And I hope you all have a great stitchy rest of your week. I will see you this weekend when I do my regular Flosstube video. I hope that you are all stitching on something that you love, spending time with loved ones, enjoying your summer, staying cool or dry, depending on where you are in the world, and I will see you in the next one.